Hey everybody, it's Thursday, means it's time for your Thursday Thought. I am here in Florida, and on Sunday I was at the Keller Williams Family Reunion event that they hold every year, and there's like the State of the Economy address, and there's three things from that I want to share with you. Number one, that this was a really fascinating point to me because we feel like our market's so crazy right now. But when you actually lay a 4.5% appreciation bar along home appreciations over the past 32 years, so from 1990 to 2022, 2021, 2022, what you're going to see is that the average price point for a home in 1990 was $94,000. And if you add 4.5% on average each year growth and you get to 2021, what you'll see is that our average selling price nationally was $378,000, and that we were actually right in line with 4.5% appreciation. So what makes it crazy is that in the Great Recession, we saw this huge price in home and this huge drop in home prices. And so what that has really made the last 3 and 4 years feel like crazy appreciation. And it has been, but we're actually right in line. We're right in trend for about a 4.5% appreciation year over year. So that's a really massive thing to think that we're actually on some type of like corrective course, right? And we're not, so far out of whack. So that was really interesting to me. Second number is, and I've shared this number before in these videos, is that when you look at the Great Recession, we kind of fell off the cliff as far as housing is concerned. A lot of builders went out of business. And so you look over the past 12 years really, and as a nation, we're underbuilt by cumulatively about 2.5 million homes, which is also really fascinating because it basically speaks to the issue of our inventory being an issue. And so in every major metropolis, the inventory is low. And so that is in part because of these the lack of building that we've done as a nation over the past about decade or decade and a half. All right, so the third number I want to share with you is affordability. Because our interest rates are so low, because incomes have gone up, there's something called an affordability index that says on average over the past 40 years, Americans spend about 20% of their household income on their mortgage or on their rent. And when you look back into the 80s when the interest rates was 13, 14, 15, 16%, you were seeing people spending on average 36, 37% of their household income. But today with our interest rates being so low and our income going up, Americans are spending about 18% of their average income again on their mortgage. Again, because people buy a monthly payment, they don't often buy the price tag of the home. That's another reason why prices have been going up the way they are, because the payments are actually fairly low on a $500,000 home, given the current interest rates. So very fascinating stuff. So to run a recap, we're not out of whack as far as pricings are concerned. We're actually been experiencing a 4.5% gain from 1990 all the way till today, and we're right in line with that number. 2, yes, we are super low in inventory because we've underbuilt over the past decade and a half. And number 3, as expensive as homes are becoming, remember that there are very few times in American history that they have been as affordable as they are now. So keep all of that in mind as far as your ratio to monthly income to the house payment. So keep all of that in mind. Some really good information for you guys. Take care.